Okay, so there is a video that is currently out by. His name is Dunleavy. I believe I have his name correctly. I could be wrong. Um, yeah, Mike Dunleavy. He's the governor of Alaska. Okay, this is something that my dad sent to me, by the way. So, um, we're going to set this up to do this the right way, not the wrong way. And I want you to kind of listen to what he says. Um, because he's absolutely correct. But I want you to listen to it. I'll mute myself so you can hear him, not in echo.
Steelhead, raised outside the state of Alaska, farm raised, imported into Alaska. Atlantic salmon, farm raised, outside the state of Alaska, brought into Alaska and competing with our Pacific salmon. Catfish, raised outside of Alaska, farm raised, brought into the state of Alaska. Tilapia, raised outside the state of Alaska, brought into the state of Alaska. And there's other types of fish too that are raised outside the state of Alaska, farm raised, and brought into the state of Alaska for sale in Alaska. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But with our bill, we would have an opportunity to grow trout in the state of Alaska and be able to sell to some of our stores.
So I'm not actually going to refute a word that he just said. Yes, I tried to talk with my mic muted, so bear with me for just a moment here. And this one, if it doesn't make you mad, it should. On it. Wrong keyboard. Again, wrong keyboard. Okay. Okay. So, here's the thing. These numbers are just estimated. They're not actual, like, to the letter. But humor me for a minute. Okay? And before people get too far up my grill about, all of this, just hear me out. Every single vehicle on this list has some form of electrical component in it. Okay? Now, do you care to guess how many of those chips are manufactured here in the US? Care to guess? And the car thing was for um was just to tie it to okay. So as a big tech guy, someone who's into video games, right? Absolutely. Most of my channel is designated for video game related content and some politics, and soon to be bringing outdoors content. Look forward to that in the near future. Um, since 1990, we're down from 37%. We're down to about 12%. Now, hear me out. Back to the fish. Everyone's going to say that's going to raise the prices. Of course it will. By its very nature, it will. Because it was set in a system that was designed to rely on slave labor effectively from people who are earning the equivalent of like 5 to 10 cents per basically week or month. Okay? You could sit here and say, well, they're being paid, so it's not. That's a technicality, and it's obnoxiously fucking retarded. Um, does someone care to live for a week or even a day on 12 cents? Hell, I'll do you the courtesy of even making it 25 cents. And all you have is the 1/4. You care to live on that for a day? A week? A month? So don't come to me with this, they're technically being paid bullshit. Okay? They're being paid that much because their government doesn't regulate their wages at all. There is no minimum wage. If they had an actual minimum working wage, guess what? It'd still raise the price. The country doesn't matter. The price controls do. Okay? And part of that equation is shipping. So while they're making it for, let's say, pennies on the dollar, okay, and labor costs are chopped right down to virtually non-existent, I kind of got to wonder just how much more quote-unquote expensive it would be for us to make it at home, given that a majority of the stuff that we buy from China, when you go to buy a simple, let me think about a simple appliance for right around $20 here, a TV remote, for example. How much of that's shipping? Well, according to the labor statistics, quite a bit. If they're only paying their personnel pennies on the dollar, it's either going to line their CEO's pockets or their government's pockets in some cases, and the rest of it's going to shipping. So I'm estimating, and this is just a guess, $10 is probably going to their government, and probably about $9.25 is going to the people who own the company. Your C-suite individuals, not your, the actual workers. So, I mean, yeah, how much more would that same remote cost here in the US if it was manufactured here, given that you would only have to pay pennies on the dollar for shipping? Sure, you'd have to account for the individual's wages, but if it's manufactured here and our minimum wage is $7 an hour, I'm pretty sure for the same price tag, our C-suite executives could sit nice and cushy on American-made products right here in the U.S. and still keep the price tag right around the same. So, I'm just saying, and yes, I'm aware that restarting these factories and plants would probably cost a little bit, and then you have upgrades to consider for, the difference in technology then versus now. Oh, sure, there'd be pain up front. But shouldn't we be self-sufficient and putting jobs in our own economy, not, other countries on the other side of the friggin' planet? Remind me again why we're not manufacturing stuff here at home? Oh, we do, and then it gets tariffed to shit by other nations, so they end up paying the same price artificially for what we send to them because they want their nation to make it there, not have it shipped in. So if other countries are doing this behavior and all of a sudden people have a hissy fit when Donald Trump decides to adopt the same model, it sounds like blatant friggin' hypocrisy to me. And it's such BS that my dog's even barking at it. Just saying. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? That's what Obamacare was about. I thought the Democrats were all about that BS. Gee, I wonder.